50% of boxing is about not getting hit, but 99% of beginners don't know how to avoid getting hit. Today I'm going to be revealing 3 key strategies to help you get hit by less punches and to help you be in a better position to land more of your own punches. And I know this works because it helped my brother get to the national championship finals, and it also helped me in my own fights. Also, I run a free online boxing forum. I'll leave the link in the description if you want access to boxing workouts, shadowboxing guides, and in-depth lessons. You can get them complete for free inside my free forum. Leave the link in the description. Otherwise, let's jump into strategy number 1. Now, the first strategy I want to go through is moving before the punch even comes, because what a lot of us think boxing is about is reaction time. And although you do have to have some sense of good reaction time, even if you don't have good reactions, you can still move before the punch even gets to you. And if you rely on good reactions, then eventually at some point you're going to hit a brick wall where someone's fast enough to beat your reaction time. So you can do this shadow boxing, you can do this on the bag, pads, and then you can practice in sparring. But if I'm shadow boxing here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a punch and then move, even if there's nothing coming back. Boom, boom, move there, boom, boom. Anyone can practice this, boom, roll, because it's a really good habit to get into. You've got to see it like this. If you throw 2 punches and then roll, even if your opponent throws nothing back at you, you're keeping yourself safe anyway. It's not like that roll is going to put you in a more dangerous position. So you may as well just do it. So just practice it, moving before the punch even comes. As soon as you finish punching, get out of there. Whether that's head movement or moving the feet left and right, stepping back, or even stepping closer to your opponent, just move before the punch is even thrown from your opponent. Now, strategy number 2 I'm going to be talking about works very well. If you're a beginner who ends up on the ropes or ends up in the corner of the ring a lot, this tip is going to be brilliant for you. But what I'm talking about is attacking first and using that as your defense. So rather than sitting on the ropes and covering up and letting your opponent do all that work and bringing them on and taking all these shots and then throwing punches back, why not use your attack as a way to get off the ropes, so that will help you with your defense, then also push your opponent back. So if I'm here, I'm not just going to shell up and square up like this, because now I can't attack. And if I had a fit, strong opponent, they're going to keep me here and just keep throwing punches. But what I want to do instead is get in that stance, in my shape, and before my opponent gets to me, then I can get out of there. I can use that attack as a way to defend myself and get off these ropes safely without taking any punishment. So the key of this one, throw punches first before your opponent does, and don't be afraid to throw more than 1 punch. Just throwing 1 jab and staying there won't quite cut it. You need to throw 2, 3, 4 punches, then get out of there as soon as possible. Now, the third strategy I want to go through with you is called positive defense. Now, what exactly do I mean by positive defense? You've got to see defense as 3 different types of defense. I'll show you from the side. Now, we've got negative defense, which means anything going backwards. So it might be a slip back here, it might be a half step back, a step out, it might be a shoulder roll, but turning away from it. I'm going away from my opponent. This is typically what a taller fighter will do against a shorter fighter, because they can keep their range, they can keep it long, they can throw, step out. That's usually what happens. Or we've got neutral defense, which is anything not going forward, not going backwards. So more left and right movements. I can roll here. I'm not really going forwards or back, so I can dip, dip left and right. See how I'm not going forward and back? I might catch on the gloves or parry. I'm not going forwards, I'm not going backwards. I'm staying in a neutral position. Now, positive defense. You've probably guessed exactly what it is. I've kind of already gave you them clues. But positive defense is about coming forward with your defense. So if I show you from the side, we're not staying neutral, we're not going back, we're actually gonna come forward with it. So when we slip punches, we can slip forward. So if I slip forward, I'm then closer to my opponent and I can come back with my own punches. So if you watch me here, I might slip forward, come back with 2 shots. Slip forward, 2 shots. Or bring my feet in. I might roll while stepping forward, and then I'm there, 2 shots. I might roll, go across here, another 2 more shots. I'm not going left and right or backwards, I'm coming forwards with them punches. And of course, when you come forward, you might go at a slight angle. So I might not roll and just step straight forward. I might roll and go forward and left, take that diagonal angle. So I'm also off the center line from my opponent's punches. Remember, positive defense will help you come forward and put you in a better position to counter punch. If you're against a taller fighter with a longer reach and you're always going backwards, yeah, you might make them miss some punches, but how are you going to land your own? That's what good defense is about. Not only do you make them miss, you can make them pay as well. And if you want to learn how to practice all this, watch the heavy bag masterclass next to put this all together. Bye bye.